The art of survival. The city pulsed, with its usual contradiction, artificial, yet intoxicatingly alive. Hiroshi stepped out into the neon glow of a Shibuya evening. The chill air kissed his skin as if trying to wake him up. Tokyo never really stopped moving, and neither did its people. Pedestrians flowed past like blood through an artery, faces lit by phone screens, eyes locked on places far beyond the visible. Hiroshi drifted through it all like an old melody in a new club. Out of place, maybe, but still humming beneath the noise. The scent of roasted chestnuts and grilled squid from nearby stalls mingled with the sharp bite of ozone left behind by the afternoon rain. A young woman in cyberpunk cosplay posed beneath a towering digital billboard. Its display flashed a countdown to something shiny and new. Above her, a second ad appeared. A man, sleeping peacefully in a sleek silver headset. The words floated beside him, "Dream deeper, live fuller." Hiroshi scoffed, quietly, to no one. He wasn't sure what he was looking for. Inspiration, maybe. That's what he told himself. But deep down, he was chasing something he could believe in again. Something that didn't ask for QR codes or scans or likes or followers. Art had once done that, and so he wandered. Muscle memory guiding his feet through the narrow veins of Shibuya's hidden streets until he saw it. A modest gallery, tucked between a glowing VR cafe and a vending machine that sold fresh flowers and AI-written poetry. On the window, a quiet label read, "Kozo, a showcase of modern dreams." That word, dreams, it stirred something, and his feet moved faster. Inside the gallery was cold, still, too clean. White walls, floating labels, a mechanical hum beneath it all. A group of students stood near a wall of screens, each one shifting, morphing, based on their expressions. When they laughed, the light exploded into reds and yellows. When they frowned, the screens cracked, revealing voids beneath the surface. Farther down, a man, wealthy no doubt, sat in a full immersion pod. His neural headset blinked in rhythm as he experienced a piece titled Memory Reconstructed. A plaque read, "An interactive hallucination, built from the artist's memories of his father's voice." Hiroshi stared. It was impressive, emotional even, but it wasn't paint on canvas. It wasn't a brush held in calloused fingers at 3 a.m. It wasn't a smudge that accidentally turned a sky into a memory. He moved slowly, quietly, appreciating the effort, but not the soul. Every piece felt packaged, designed not for truth, but for trends. There was grief, there was data, there was nostalgia rendered as sculpture. Then he stopped. A hanging installation projected dream fragments in slow, shimmering holograms. From unseen speakers, voices whispered, "You are walking through fog. Your mother calls, but she has no face." A train without rails, moving through time, not space. Beautiful, haunting, but not real. This wasn't dreaming. This was simulation. He turned and left. Back outside, the cold greeted him. The city lights felt harsher now, less alive, more mechanical. Then a voice, familiar, tentative. "Hiroshi?" He turned. And there she was, Aiko Yamada. Her hair was sharp now, a sleek asymmetrical cut, her posture strong, still artistic. She wore a black turtleneck, graphite gray slacks, a soft trench coat fluttering in the breeze. He blinked, then smiled. "Aiko? Wow, how long has it been?" "Since our grad show," she said, with a soft curiosity in her voice. "Still painting?" He laughed, nervous, scratched the back of his neck. "Trying. Selling? Not so much." She smiled and pointed to a nearby cafe. "Come on, I'll buy you a coffee. You look like you need one." The cafe was dimly lit. Retro games beeped quietly in the background. They sat by the window. The crosswalk outside glowed. As Hiroshi sipped his coffee, bitter and black, Aiko leaned in, smiling playfully. "I always thought you'd end up a professor, or painting temple ceilings in Kyoto." "I thought I'd have a solo show by 27, he replied. "Instead, I've got overdue rent, 3 unsold series, and an existential crisis." "Ah," she said, tapping her cup, "the Holy Trinity." They both laughed. Quiet, but real. "You've done well," he said. "You have pieces in Kozo?" "Yes," she said, "a dream fragment and a kinetic sculpture based on grief algorithms." "Very chic." He raised an eyebrow. "Grief algorithms?" She laughed. "I know. It sounds dystopian, but that's what moves now. If your art doesn't respond, remember, or suggest, it's static." He looked down, into his cup. The warmth was fading. "That's not art," he said quietly. "That's performance, a stage built by code." "Maybe," she said gently, "but it sells and people feel it, or believe they do." Silence. Then she pulled out her phone. "Have you heard of Yume Mart?" He shook his head. No. It's a marketplace for dreams. Real dreams. You wear a headset while you sleep. It records your subconscious, sights, sounds, emotions. You can edit them, upload them, sell them. He blinked, confused. Why? Because they're intimate, raw, unfiltered. A dream is the last honest medium in a curated world. And for buyers, it's voyeuristic, emotional, sometimes even therapeutic. Therapeutic, he repeated. I know how it sounds, Aiko said softly, but people want more than passive content. They want to connect to something real. And what's more real than the human mind while it dreams? He stared at his hands. Calloused. Years of brushwork. That sounds like selling your soul. Isn't that what art has always been? She asked quietly. Trading pieces of ourselves for connection, for validation, for survival? He said nothing. She opened her bag, pulled out a sleek silver case. Inside was a small device, shaped like a ring, its surface traced with glowing grooves. She slid it across the table. Try it. You don't have to sell anything. Just see what's inside. Maybe your muse is sleeping. He hesitated, then picked it up. Later that night, walking home beneath orange street lamps, Hiroshi turned the device over again and again. He passed another glowing billboard. Another ad for Yumi Mart. It showed a sleeping figure, and glowing reviews. I lived her memory like it was mine. The most intimate art I've ever experienced. Addictive. In the best way. He kept walking. He was tired. Tired of starving for integrity. Tired of waiting for the world to remember what he loved. Maybe the future wasn't made of brushes and oil. Maybe it was born in the dark, between sleep and surrender.